Okay, we should be on now, I think. Yeah, looks like it's going. Okay, go ahead, David.
Afternoon, everyone. So today we've got for you the finals of the Bespin Trials IACP League.
Oh, wait, no, it's not detecting your audio. Hold on. Let me try to fix this. I think everyone can hear me, but I don't think they can hear you yet. Okay, let's see. What have I done?
Okay, now my hello.
Hello.
Is it detecting?
Hold on, Bella. I haven't changed anything yet. Okay, say something now. Oh, no, it's still not working. I don't know either.
Just
Oh, now it's working. Now it's working. Okay, go ahead, David.
now it's working?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I hope everyone can hear me now. I will again welcome you all to the finals of the Bespin Trials.
I don't know either.
For those that don't know, this is an ongoing
now it's working, now it's
IACP league.
Okay, go ahead.
And these are the
Now it's
finals
working?
because it's gotten to the point where
Okay,
we
so I
only
hope
have two
everyone can
players
hear me
who
now.
are still undefeated. Isaac
Welcome you
and
all
Tuukka.
to the
And today
finals
they will
of
be
the
playing
Bespin
on Chopper Base.
Trials.
Scenario A, which is the
I don't know
Krykna
either.
infestation.
For those that
And
don't
they
know,
are both
this
playing
is
lists
an ongoing
that they've run for the
IACP
entire
league.
tournament.
Okay,
So
go
they
ahead.
And these are the
have not
finals
changed
because it's gotten to the
what they're
point where
running. And
okay,
you'll
so I
get to
hope
see
everyone can
players
hear
what
me
they've
now.
been able to make very successful. Right. So I guess I'll quickly go over the lists while Jessica's still setting things up on stream. And we actually have a kind of Han face-off going on here. So we've got Han Rangers with Gideon, R2, 3PO, Loku, and 2 smugglers against Han, Jin, Gideon, R2, 3PO, Loku, Sabine, and Hera. So a good question would actually be which of them is playing which Han? And we will find out soon when they label themselves in terms of player. I'll actually just go ahead and ask them. Okay, I am back. So, Isaac are the red figures, and Tuukka is the blue figures. So Isaac's got Han Rangers, and Tuukka has Han, Sabine, and Jin. And we are just seeing them start the deployment now. Yeah, that's right, Storm Sage. Isaac's run Han Rangers, since the dawn of time, something like 100 practice games a month. But maybe he could have mixed it up. Who knows? We've got Isaac deploying on the left side there. Looks pretty normal. He's decided to color one smuggler blue, just just to be confusing and make it the same color as Tuukka's figures. But Tuukka has no smugglers, which makes things a little bit easier. Yeah, so this map can be quite strange to play with the doors and with the little Krykna having a huge amount of health and defense and not giving up too many victory points. It'll be interesting to see what they end up doing. We do have Loku on both sides, putting recon tokens on Han. I mean, I guess basically they're trying to murder the imposter Han. I believe Isaac has initiative, and they both have 8 activations. So he's not managed to out-activate Tuukka. But he's got a bit of a bigger alpha strike in exchange for some flexibility and Sabine shenanigans. Unfortunately, on this map, I don't think the Alliance smugglers are that great, mainly because there aren't control points for them to take, right?
Right.
To say, I'm a little disappointed after all the trash talk about Vaders that there's no Vader
I
in this.
know. I'm so disappointed. It's a rebel off. So I feel like Rebels, though, is the faction that you and I personally have the least experience with.
Don't usually play Rebel. I play a lot of Rebel figures in Scum. I think a big part of that is just that I've never been interested in playing with Han or Luke.
I mean, you can play without them. I really like Ahsoka for Rebels, so the Rebel Jedi list with kind of like Ahsoka, Diala with the movement tricks appeals to me, which I might try at some point.
That's true. Yeah, I played some Rebel Jedi, but that was before they nerfed knowledge and defense. and it made me just feel like a horrible human being.
Oh, we've got some rolls. Okay, so I'm assuming this is Hera shooting the Krykna. Let me see. Yep, the Krykna in the bottom right corner has been removed.
Oh, first blood.
Oh no, it's Sabine. Sabine taking that shot. Hera was just providing the extra little support there. So Tuukka up by 2.
Okay, Smuggler's opening the door.
Alright, we've got our R2 coming up. I'm assuming providing some cards.
Bottom room is pretty annoying for a lot of units to run through, though.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, I finally managed to label the deployment cards.
So they're saying your mic volume is really low.
Okay. It is maximum. I may just talk louder.
I can also turn myself down.
I'm not sure that would help though. Yeah, so I might just have I'll try it. I'll try it. You keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, well, not too much is happening. Just the focus and various figures moving up. Isaac has not yet gone for any of the critters. They both do have balance of the force for extra command card points. So we should see some pretty good stuff in this match.
Okay, I don't know if that's any better, but we'll see what happens. I'll just talk louder.
Okay, so we've got Rangers moving up a little bit, looks like. I think they're both playing, pretty carefully. And we don't have anything like Jedi rushing into the other side. So Isaac's just put 3 damage onto the Krykna on the bottom left-hand corner. That should do it.
Alright, how's the volume now? We just did the volume. I turned down David a bit, so maybe then you can fix your own volume. Okay, great.
Yeah, okay. Good stuff. Alright, so 2-2-2. 1 dead critter on each side. and the ranger has focused up.
Now, in terms of offensive power, who do you think has the edge here? I feel like the Rangers, if they can get into a good position, them being a group of three, that could be really nasty. But it really is so heavily dependent on their positioning because of their ability where if they don't move, they get, what do they get if they don't move? There's like an, do you remember, David? I can't remember now.
I think that's a different unit you were thinking of.
Are you sure? Oh, am I thinking of,
It's rebel troopers.
never mind then. Oh, do they get a thing where it's like if they're a certain number of spaces away or something?
Yeah, they can reroll. I don't know. I mean, Jin is kind of a monster in IACP,
Yeah.
and Sabine is just very good.
Yeah, Sabine is just very good. Yeah, I'm just feeling though that the the positioning I think is going to be really key here. It's whoever can get into a position that can capitalize on their offensive units is going to be ahead there. Now, if Isaac then clumps up, then Sabine's grenade is going to be a bigger deal. We'll have to see if that is an important factor here. All right, so we've got Loku taking a shot at Krikna, putting some damage out on it. 2 damage on that Krikna there that is near the middle. Now that one's a little bit kind of a question mark there. It might just be that he's just weakened it for Tuukka, but we'll see.
Oh, the door is closed, so it'll be pretty hard for Tuukka to get in there. I guess you can lower my audio a bit more.
Yeah, I've lowered yours a bit more, but yeah, mine it was already maximum. I don't know why it's so quiet today.
So Tuukka's Han moving up. Like he's gonna try to finish off that Krikna.
Mm. Lots of damage there.
That should do it. There was actually a possibility that he wouldn't be able to do it though.
Mm-hmm.
These things do have a huge amount of health. Isaac's Han doing the same thing, going for the Krikna up top. Was equally damaged, so you need 7 on this, which he doesn't get. Tuukka should have 4 points right now.
Right, yeah, they haven't put those points up yet.
But they have taken out everything on the bottom side of the map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can see the tokens on the side there. There's the 2 Krykna tokens on the blue side.
So 3 of them
Yeah,
up on the top half.
we can't just quite see it. I'll just move the map down a bit. Yeah, so you can see there at the top of the map, there still are quite a few Krykna left. But none left on the bottom part of the map.
Yeah, we had Jin move up to the door. So I think we may soon see some
Shenanigans?
non-animal cruelty.
David, do you want to pop down and tell them about Tuukka's points? Because it looks like they have gotten to end of round because they've moved that Krykna that was in the center.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, we've got to end of round, and we've got the Krykna in the middle moving closer to the door, and one of the Krykna near the top moving down towards Isaac. And there's another Krykna, the one that is on the top right, has moved towards the other door, nearer to Tuukka.
One Krykna has taken a bite out of R2, but then was shot to death by Han. All right.
All right,
We
tied.
There will be Krykna popping up in their deployment points soon, though.
It's nice seeing Loku getting played. That was always a character from the, earlier sets that didn't really get a lot of love in competitive play in the more recent months, years. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. Yeah, so it's nice to see Loku having a bit of a comeback. And obviously matches pretty well with Isaac's sniper play style.
Yeah, I think it really helps this list against the kind of tankier figures that we see sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially with the hunter nerfs.
All right, so it looks like we have start of round. Initiative has passed over to Tuukka. No initiative shenanigans as of yet.
Alright, so interestingly, Tuukka has not placed a Krykna, while Isaac has put one way at the bottom of Tuukka's deployment zone. A little bit out of the way, but still very gettable.
Can you choose not to put one?
Yeah, so it actually is a May. So at
Oh.
the Yeah, then each player may place one of his claimed Krykna in his opponent's deployment zone.
Oh.
So at the end of the round, they do a bit of damage.
But you
But
potentially give up objective points.
yeah, exactly. This map is really weird though. They give so few points, but on the other hand, the map is so safe. You're not really incentivized to go at each other sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you feel like you have enough objective points that you can get just based on the objectives, you can kind of, like we're seeing, avoid each other. Especially in a list like this where you don't really want to rush in and be aggressive. You want to make sure that you have those sight lines that you want. Especially Isaac would definitely be incentivized to kind of hang back, take a good sniper position, try to hold kind of the middle area. Versus, let's say, like a brawler list, maybe with Vader, you might be incentivized to rush in a bit more and be more aggressive with your units hitting the other team, but definitely in kind of a more sniper heavy list. It's not really advisable to rush in and have direct confrontation.
I mean, they'll draw out all their cards and get
Yes.
resources, but they're not actually saving up much focus.
Mhm.
Usually when you're playing against a hunter-y list like this, the longer you wait, the more focus tokens they build up, and it gets really nasty.
Yep.
But they are having to spend them shooting critters. I think Tuukka managed to save one from the first round. Isaac spent both of his, but one of the rangers got a hidden.
Mhm. So smugglers are generally a really nice kind of unit for doing objectives, but for this particular map, the 2 block and the high health on the Krykna, they're not actually amazing, the smugglers, at doing the objectives. And again, they're not so strong offensively at getting in there and working on your opponent's figures.
And we've just had a strategic shift come out, played by Isaac. So
Mm,
Tuukka's losing his entire stack of command cards.
that's rough. That's really rough. Oh, you can't see the command cards on the stream. Let's take a look and let's see if we can see what's been ditched.
That's just planning and strategic shift that Isaac has played. Everything else has gone back into the decks.
Mm-hmm. Ah, because you can't see it, yeah.
So I mean, both of them do have a spy splash, so we could easily see a different strategic shift a little bit later.
Yeah.
Of them just activating support units for now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tuukka is sort of set up to open that door, but without his cards, I'm not sure that he will go for it.
That's what I was just thinking as well. As soon as you open that door, it does give opportunities for Isaac to shoot down into your deployment area or your kind of base area.
Isaac's positioned himself so that the smugglers kind of protect the rangers
Mm-hmm.
with line of sight. And Tuukka's done the same with 3PO for
Mm-hmm.
Han. But I think it would be really risky for him with 2 command cards in hand to run into Isaac's 7.
Yes, absolutely. Yep, still looks like just still getting through support. The standard support package, we've got 3PO. Okay, so 3PO has come down and focused one of the Rangers. And Tuukka's already activated all of his support. His Gideon 3PO R2 already.
It's interesting because Isaac has more resources now, so you could argue that the sooner he is able to engage, the better it is for him.
Mm-hmm.
But despite that, I mean, Tuukka's in a pretty decent defensive position, and he has that extra Krykna that Isaac put in the back of his deployment zone, so he can just sit around and try to get a couple more points there.
Agree. Okay, so we've got Sabine. It looks like Sabine is going to be going for this Krykna here in the back. Mm-hmm. Good
It's about
roll.
as good as it
Yeah.
gets for Sabine, yeah. Especially with that Pierce against the 2 block.
Mm-hmm. Did we see her use a grenade?
She did not.
The grenade's not in action, right? Is there any reason not to use it?
Because they don't hit the Krykna.
Oh, do they not? Is it the wording on figures or something?
Yeah, the Krykna are neutral figures.
Ah. That seems silly from a narrative standpoint that you can't use your grenade on this thing.
Yeah, it is a little strange. Like that we were also talking about how you can't really force choke them or anything either.
At least I can get around that by saying maybe the force doesn't work on them. But if shooting does, I feel like grenades should.
Yeah, maybe Vader doesn't know where to choke
Yeah.
on a Krykna. I mean, just squeeze it. Come on. So Hera has opened up the door.
Oh, okay. Tuukka being the first to make those offensive moves into the center there. Okay, we've got Isaac activating some smugglers.
So he's put a smuggler in front of Han.
Mm-hmm.
That way Jin will have a hard time shooting him.
Especially she can't activate her hair trigger, for example, if, let's say, R2 activates. But, I mean, he's already gone, but does just protect some more valuable units back there.
Yeah, so we might be seeing some aggressive Han play towards the end of the round, because Isaac has initiative coming his way.
And
And I think we all, yeah, we know what he loves
Yep.
with initiative swings. So Tuukka does have a Loku and a
So Hera is
Jin.
still unactivated. So was it Gideon moved up Hera? Who's opened the door?
I had to open the door.
It may be that it was Hera was accidentally not tapped. Okay, Jin is activating. Ooh, we've got some action. So Jin with a focus token moving up. Taking a shot at that smuggler. Focus shot on a smuggler, not an amazing target, but he's in the way. I was like, if the dodge comes out, it's gonna just be sad. But no.
That's a
That's a
pretty
very
good roll.
dead smuggler. And she has tucked back away. Excellent choice. I was like, she's pretty out there in the open. It's a pretty dangerous position, but she's able to tuck back in safely. Yeah, the move speed on Jin is nice.
We could potentially see some Han on Han action.
Who's the real Han? Who's the imposter?
It depends who shoots first, right?
Ha 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 ha. Okay, we've got Isaac activating Han. Playing tools for the job.
Okay. I am fairly surprised to see him spend that on an objective shot.
Yeah.
But 2 victory points is 2 victory points.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that was spent on a Krishna as well.
I think the thing is maybe he can make a bigger play the Rangers after that Krishna is out of the way.
Yeah. Now the Krishna don't block line of sight, right? Or do they?
They do. They are still figures.
Ah, okay. They're not tokens, they're figures. All right, Han's still there in the center. Has some decent sight lines, so if Tuukka pops out into that middle area, he will be able to take his end around shots, be able to return fire, but it does make it so that he is able to be shot from Tuukka's Han.
Yeah, I think Tuukka's Han can definitely get a Han shot off.
Mm-hmm. Especially now that Isaac's Han does not have a focus token anymore. But I don't think there is a position that he could take, unless he uses some blocking figures potentially, where he could take a shot and not get return fired.
Yeah, but there are nice smuggler cards.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. All right, we've got Loku, Tuukka's Loco, moving up into the center area. Is he going to take a shot? Okay. We've got a card being played. We've got Element of
Element.
Surprise.
Okay.
Not an amazing roll.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty piddly roll there.
5 damage onto Han. And
the return
here's the return
fire.
Oof. Oh! Youch. Youch, youch.
Okay.
Not what you want in that interaction. This is always why I'm so hesitant to attack Han. It's so risky.
Yeah, poor Loku.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is probably going to be the end of that Loku.
Yeah. It's looking pretty bad for him.
Probably one ranger shot can take him out. But I think 5 damage on Han is a decent amount of pressure as well.
Yeah. Definitely not nothing.
I'll be interested to see whether Isaac had Lamb or any defensive stuff that he didn't choose to use against that Loku shot.
Mm-hmm. It's possible. With IACP on the lamb, you have to use it before the shot, before you see the results, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it still would have been decent because Loku will still have moved up. And then you can try to get him for free.
We've got Tuukka's Han moving up. Focused
Okay.
Han coming out.
Han on Han now.
Mm-hmm. Here is the on the lamb, as
Okay,
you have
there we go.
predicted. Mm-hmm.
So he was saving it for the
The nastier shot.
Han.
Yep. So that shouldn't use up the focus token, right?
On Han, I think it still does.
Does it? Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, Isaac playing very carefully.
I think those Rangers could also put out a brutal amount of damage
Mm-hmm.
onto that Han.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But he kind of has to make a choice
completely
now,
losing
right?
that the focus shot. That's gotta hurt. All right, here we go. We've got these Rangers. Focused Ranger shot coming out on Han.
All right. Well, that's quite decent.
Mm-hmm. This is where this group of 3 Rangers is really strong because you get the last activation, you have the information of where the positioning is, and here Tuukka has moved his Han out just that little bit too far, and now he's gonna get some hurt put down on him.
I mean, unless his last card is another on the lamb.
It's possible. It is very possible.
Yeah, it's unlikely though, because he's only drawn the 2 out of 15.
I feel like you would have used it on that first shot because then the other Rangers wouldn't have gotten a shot.
He might be wanting to trigger his return fire.
First, possible. Oh, that's a really nice return fire.
Oh yeah.
How much health do the Rangers have?
7.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty brutal.
Yeah, pretty decent exchange there actually. For Tuukka actually, because the Rangers are good units, but they are costly. So if they get taken out, it is a significant chunk of points. Whereas with Han, you've chewed through a bit of his health, but he's not going to give up any points until you've gotten through all of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, Noah's pointed out that if Loku had attacked from one space to the left of where he did, then he could have avoided the return fire shot. Oof. I myself am particularly bad at sight lines, so I find that part of the game especially frustrating. Oh, I see we're using the line of sight tool. One of my favorite things about playing in Vassal. Ooh, we've got primary targets.
Okay. This is gonna hurt if he doesn't go on the lamb.
Yeah, if he's got the on the lamb, now is the time to use it. Doesn't look like it. Oof. Okay, not a crazy roll. Oh, blank. Ouch. Oof.
Quite enough though.
That's really gotta hurt.
Yeah, that blank.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal.
Brutal.
Didn't even have to reroll.
Mm-hmm. I told you those rangers really, really deadly if they can get into position. Yeah, Han coming out there was a pretty risky play. And to have it like not pay off at all, I mean, that's kind of something that you have to consider as a high possibility, right? With so many cards in Isaac's hand, the potential that he has on the lamb, it's a pretty decent chance.
Yeah, if you look at the cards that have been played, though, it's not too surprising. Tools on the lamb and primary target, plus some utility
Yep.
versus just element.
We've got price on their heads being played on Loku.
Okay.
Snipers doing what they do. Assassination.
And so initiative will pass, and then the question is who. Well, I guess Tuukka having his take is not very likely.
I feel like Isaac is in a very strong position right now. Yeah, Han getting taken out without having done anything in that round, rough. Really rough to come back from that. Especially coming back from that psychologically.
Well, he is down one ranger.
True?
It's not nothing.
No, it's definitely, he's still in it. He's definitely still in it.
The initiative swing is going to hurt unless
Yeah.
he can do something about this.
All right, we've got some Kryknas moving around. The one by the door moving back up, back to where it was before, basically. And we've got the one that is into his deployment going over to R2. Initiative passes. R2's damaged. Ah, we've got to call the Vanguard. Nasty.
Okay. Where does he want to shoot from?
Mm-hmm. Storm Sage has pointed out that yes, Tabletop Simulator also has a line of sight tool. I just meant in terms of playing in person versus playing online. I haven't actually tried Tabletop Simulator too much. Except for campaign, actually. I've played quite a bit of campaign with Tabletop Simulator, and that's really, really nice.
I really miss playing in person.
Indeed.
Somehow, not quite the same.
No.
Do you know what it is? Is just that I can't use my lucky dice, so I don't dodge everything.
Oh, so many blanks. So many blanks, Tuukka. Oh, the luck is not with him. He
Okay.
has angered the dice gods at some point. I feel like that may be game 25 to 10 with your big hitters taking out Han and Loku. I mean, he still has Jin and Sabine. Hera can still attack decently as well, but that's going to be pretty rough to come back from. With Isaac still having two Rangers and Han and Loku. Where he's only lost a smuggler, and that's it.
Yeah, I think just getting hit by a strategic shift without having an answer is
Yeah.
bad.
That was
Very bad.
already a slippery slope from there.
Okay, so Tuukka's take initiative.
What is he going to? I assume it would be R2. But I don't know. You really need the cards that you would exhaust. He's thinking about it. Or perhaps Isaac is considering if he wants to cancel it.
Yeah, I think basically if Tuukka doesn't get it off, Isaac can try to take out Hera.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, easily.
But if he does get it off, I don't know. Hera's not that scary. Anyways,
Mm-hmm. No, I'm pretty sure Isaac's got this one. I can't see Tuukka making it out of it. All right, so that the take initiative has gone through, 3PO has been tapped, R2 still available to draw some much needed command cards. But then we do give up the focus from 3PO. But at this point, Tuukka does want to kind of get Hera out of there, so he doesn't really have time to use his support figures to uh, to do like kind of a soft activation.
yeah.
All right, we've got Jin activating first.
So he might be going for some stuns here.
Hmm.
She ran up really far for a second, but then thought better of it.
I do this all the time. So, as much as I respect Isaac's play, Tuukka definitely plays a lot more like I do, which may be insulting to Tuukka. I don't know. But I enjoy watching him play. Whereas Isaac being super, super careful all the time, I can't play that way. Uh, we'll see if it pays off this time. Okay, pretty decent defense roll there.
All right, but that's gonna be a
Stun
stunned
apply.
ranger.
That is nice.
Okay, interesting. A rebel graffiti.
Oh, pretty late Rebel Graffiti. Alright, so Jin's positioned there where she still can activate the hair trigger ability if the rangers activate. Or if that particular ranger activates. The top one, the hidden one. But with it being hidden though, the range is pretty far.
Problem really is Heart of Freedom at this point.
Hmm.
I mean, Isaac's seen all his cards except 4.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's actually possible for him to activate the Rangers in an order where Jin will not get her shot off, and probably get exploded.
Okay. We've got 3PO activating. Uh-huh. He's there going, I'm shiny. He's being distracting. And does block line of sight. Allowing that now focused and hidden Alliance Ranger to safely activate.
Yeah.
Yep, we've got R2 activating for Tuukka. He's gonna take out this Krikna. Just zapping it. Oh! I was right, he actually attacked!
Not very successfully though.
Well, that went about how I thought it would. Ooh,
Okay.
intelligence
Intel
leak.
leak.
Ouch. 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 Ouch.
I don't think any of those cards are helpful enough,
Mm.
to be honest. So Tuukka's hand is revealed, and it's Dirty Trick, Primary Target, and a Heart of Freedom being intel leaked. And he's ditched the Heart of Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got Loku coming up and taking a shot at that Jin.
Mm-hmm. Okay, not going too badly for Jin.
But the issue is she's got nothing, right? So she's just gonna take every shot without any defensive tech. Probably not survive.
Mm. Well, Tuukka taking out that last Krikna in his side for another 2 points.
Focus token now.
Yeah, sadly, there are very few targets for Hera that are going to get enough points or to make a difference.
Is that a long range R2 attack on
I
Jin?
was trying to figure out what that was. R2 just can't quite zap that far. I didn't even know it was possible.
But she also didn't hair trigger R2.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for that because I think that's
Um,
the only target viable for the hair trigger.
maybe he's waiting for something better. I don't think he's gonna get it though.
No, because everything is kind of tucked in there, so. All right, we've got Hera coming up. What is her target? 3PO.
Okay, I mean if Hera can take out 3PO,
Does open it up
oof.
for some other things.
Oh, that's not what 3PO
Nope.
wanted.
Nope.
So now the hair trigger opportunity exists
Aha.
again.
Yes, indeed. I see where Tuukka was going with this now. how did the stun? Oh, I assumed he's activated and
Ooh.
just used one action to clear the stun. He's used a card now to gain one movement point with that one. Nasty.
So the fleet-footed. I mean, there is still Han. Isaac still has a Han under that terminal.
Yeah,
that
no,
could
it's
murder every
yeah.
one of these figures.
I really think that Tuukka does not have a chance here, but is making a valiant attempt nonetheless. All right.
Sabine could dodge everything for the rest of the game and kill everyone, though.
That is a fair point. That technically still possible. Especially with no time limit.
Alright, so yeah, the other ranger coming out for a shot on Hera. There we go. One step farther away for that reroll.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Not amazing, but I mean that's their rangers. Their surges are quite good.
It's not really gonna help him in this case.
Yeah, there's too many.
I think he's over surging by quite a bit.
Because they have Pierce, but there's no block.
Yeah.
So yeah. 4 damage onto Hera. Oh, I just caught the Rebels show reference in Rogue One. We were just rewatching it, and over the intercom, they call out for General Syndulla or Captain Syndulla. No, it's General. I'm pretty sure they said General. That was fun.
Alright, focused on. Be painful. So there's just Sabine left, and still Han and one Alliance smuggler.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that. Oh, okay. Where's he going? Where's he going?
I think he was gonna block line of sight.
Yeah, I assume so. Then he's.
They're gonna get grenaded though.
Yeah. But it won't be enough to get enough points. You might get R2 and the
She can go up 5, grenade on R2, hit everybody, and then tuck back behind Hera.
It's true. But I don't think that's enough to kill anything though. Right?
No, and the problem is Isaac is going to have initiative.
Mm-hmm.
So Han is gonna get his triple tap.
Ba 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 ba. Deadly. Alright, here's Sabine coming up, making her final stand.
Yeah, 5. So she came up 5. All in on the grenade.
Why not?
Gonna hit Gideon too.
She could dodge, like you said, and make it out of here.
Yes. Three times in a row.
I mean, listen, he's rolled a lot of blanks. Maybe the dice gods are thinking he needs a dodge.
Maybe he's due. Nope, the dice gods still hate him. Only 1 damage.
Well, it could be worse. I mean, if you count it up, that's 6 damage, right? I mean, it's respectable.
True. This could also be when Han plays Element. They're stepping out. Activation. What's it gonna be?
It's Han, David. Aren't you paying attention?
I mean, what's he gonna do?
I think he goes for Sabine. But okay, the positioning is really
I would
awkward.
actually kill Hera.
Oh yeah? Yeah, I mean she is does she roll black die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and you already know that Tuukka doesn't have Lamb.
Mhm.
So you kill her now, and then everyone else can shoot at Sabine slowly.
Yeah. Especially if you have activation, if you have initiative next round, you can have your rangers go first. Or I mean I guess even Han. But with rangers, less likely she dodges twice. Here we go. Going the long way round.
Okay. So I think he's gonna be using that end of round shot on Sabine then. Or maybe he's going after Hera, like I would.
See, if I was going to move into that spot, wouldn't it be easier to go forward rather than up and around?
Yeah. Yeah, I am a little bit confused why he didn't just go forward.
Sabine is too scary, I guess. You want to stay out of the way of the jetpack.
Yeah. Or maybe he just really wants that space. Yeah, there we go.
Yup,
That's why you
there's
don't
the
shoot
dodge.
Sabine.
I love this game. So many people hate the dodge. See, I don't expect to win all the time, so I love the dodge.
Honestly, I would not have gone for Sabine at all. I would have just tried to kill the support units.
Yeah, yeah. I generally, if I'm playing, I tend to avoid shooting at white die figures if I possibly can. I
Yeah, just
hate shooting at Han. That's the worst.
have PTSD from Ezra still.
Oh gosh. Okay, here's Han.
Han first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he is going for Sabine.
Mm.
Okay, that's strong.
Mm-hmm. But not quite enough to take her out.
I don't know. I think it might be winnable now, actually.
Ooh, spicy.
I mean, if he's really lucky.
Yeah.
Because she'll grenade and then move to recover 2. She can take out Loku or a ranger before they go. And then get another dodge or 2.
A dodge or two. Yeah, just get another dodge or two. So casual. Okay, let's see.
Where is he going? full aggression. Just run in there.
I really like watching Tuukka play. See, you can tell by his play. Yeah, they haven't broken his spirit, David. Still in it to win it. Looks like another 1 damage
Throw for
grenade.
Han. Pretty unlucky with the grenades.
Yeah.
Any cards?
Doesn't look like it. Nice roll.
Plus a damage from Hera, killing Han.
Well done, Sabine. Well done. Well played, sir. Well played.
Right.
Yeah, Han is a hefty number of points. Oh, I love Sabine's mobile. She's just like, I'm just jetpack over this little thing. Ooh, what have we
Yeah.
got here? Celebration? No, what have we got? Strength
Strength in
in
numbers.
numbers.
Okay.
Did Tuukka put the points on for Han?
No.
No, not yet, yeah.
Ooh, calm disruption on that strength in numbers.
Nice, nice. Yeah, the spy stuff really messing up your plays there. Oof. Okay, okay. We just need a couple more dodges. Just need a couple more dodges. Oh nope.
Oh no, no.
The
that's
anti-dodge.
not- That is not it.
Assassination.
Okay. That's not what he needed.
No. And the celebration.
There you
Well played, sir. Well played. Yeah, Tuukka did have a chance there. It was...
Negation.
Oh, okay.
He's still in it.
He's still in it. He's still in it. Oh, so good. So good. But with Hera as the only moderately combat unit left. I mean, Gideon can
she's
shoot.
a pretty decent
Yeah,
attacker.
when needed. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Hera can still attack.
I think people also forget Gideon's a pretty decent attacker too.
I don't know if I'd say decent. I'd say he's okay. He's not nothing.
He's blue-green with a
that's
+2
it.
surge.
And Hera goes down.
And that'll be game.
That'll be game. But it was close there for a second after that Han going down. But yeah, Isaac I feel like pretty strong from the beginning with that strategic shift. From then on, I feel like Tuukka was really playing catch up the whole time.
Yeah, that strategic shift was really hard to come back from.
Indeed. Indeed.
Isaac was actually running a lot of spy cards for having just one spy.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
I think if you can manage to hit that spy early, it would make a pretty big difference.
Oh, Noah's saying Isaac's cheated. Can't play assassinate and celebration together. Tisk, tisk.
Tisk. All right, disqualified.
DQ.
So,
Tuukka wins.
congrats, Tuukka.
Ah. Oh, that was a good game, though. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, so which Han did shoot first?
Oh. It was Isaac's Han shot first. See, that's why he's the true Han. That's why he was victorious.
I guess so.
Hmm
Gotta shoot first.
Yeah.
Shoot early and often.
Right,
That's a
because
good
when
tip.
Tuukka's Han shot the first time, that was when Han went on the lamb, right?
Mm.
That was Han's first shot.
Although
Tuukka's
they
Han.
were shooting Krykna even before then.
Oh, that's true. I wasn't thinking about the Krykna. I think Tuukka's Han then shot a Krykna first.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm. All right, shall we pop down and have a chat with him?
Sure.
Okay. Oh no, I have too many windows up. Hello,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
exactly. Hello, Jess. Hello, David.
That was really
Yes.
fun to
No.
watch.
That scratch shift was so painful.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
What did you have in your hand, Tuukka?
I had tools. I had assassinate,
Oh,
primary target,
Oh, God.
heart of freedom, second
Ouch.
chance,
Jesus.
and
And stretch shift.
I didn't have a lamb. I think also I might have a dirty trick, but I didn't have a lamb, tough luck celebration, strength in numbers, graffiti, or element surprise. So, but
Oh, that's rough though. That's a rough shot drop.
Yes.
What
yes.
cards did you draw when you replaced them? Do you remember?
Urgency and element of surprise.
Okay,
Nice.
that's terrible. But yeah, not what you want. Oh, rough. Yeah, that was I think such a big play. It kind of put you on the back foot for the whole rest of the game. You're trying to play catch up.
Yes, and one thing that kept me smiling was that when when Isaac used that intelligence leak, and he saw my cards, I had the dead trick. And when he killed, I don't know, was Loku or someone, and I used heroic effort, and I put that dirty trick on the bottom of my deck, and then with Sabine, I I went. I went Sabine here, so he knew that I had the card, and he just didn't have the courage to come and have a quick shot. So, but
Exactly.
he
Yeah.
it was right move to go to play it safe because he had the game on his pocket. So not why take any risks? There's no point. So, but he also had three cards in his deck, so maybe get rid of those with strength. So I don't know.
I probably would have eaten the dirty trick to get 2 shots rather than go around and take 1.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, that probably would have been the better option because, again, I did have enough cards in my deck. The reason was that I had a lot of good cards left in my deck, such as Celebration and Assassinate, and I didn't really want to lose them because the thing is, while I'm very far ahead, my lamb is gone and 3PO is gone. So if you kill Han, that is a 10-point.
Yeah.
That is a huge 10-point swing.
It got
and
really
with
close
Sabine,
there, after Han went down.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, Rangers do Ranger things, and while Tuukka's dice, they were definitely not in his favor.
Yeah, there was a lot of blanks.
I think 1 or 2 more dodges, and he might have been able to take it, actually.
So the thing is, I had heightened in my hand that more or less the whole game, but the only time he dodged was against a non-hunter. So if the roles had been, reversed, it would have been even easier, because then obviously Rangers remove the dodge, Han cuts through the blank. But that was big. I did lose the Han, but it's just up enough.
Yeah.
It'd been funny if he played a strat shift on you immediately after you played it on him.
I was hoping for it.
I had comms disruption in hand, so
I
could stop that.
Yeah, the spy cards made a really big difference here.
Yeah, exactly. And so this list is essentially, it's an IACP version of the final list I ran in standard meta. So the the list I ran in Standard was the exact same, except instead of Loku, you got triple smugglers and Mac. Because Loku is better, just because he's got a great attack. The recon token is so good, because my rangers can get PS3 on every attack if they get enough searches, which is obscene for a sniper figure. So
having a locus recon token against any queen piece like a IG or Baba or Vader or Han, that Pierce 1 makes really difference.
Yeah,
Yes.
and especially on Vader, because unfocused rangers don't really do much against Vader because they just don't really have enough damage output. But when you got an innate PS2 on every single attack, you are going to get some damage through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Loku he's just a great figure. Definitely one of the best ones to come out of ICP Season 4.
Yeah, I really like Loku coming back, even though I don't play snipers.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't have to play him in a sniper list. His consistency is so good that you can still run him in a close range list, and priority target means that he can shoot through his own guys to still be able to snipe in a non-sniper list.
Don't say shoot through, shoot over, okay? He's not shooting through his guys.
Fair point.
Fair point. Bullet around them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I really think Locus design is really nice, really good. So I salute the designer of that figure. It's really nice.
Well, I can't quite remember who did it, but whoever did is is clearly worthy of a big round of applause because he's amazing.
Okay, I have to ask Tuukka about how were you feeling when you took that Han v Han shot and had it play out the way it did?
Can you repeat that?
So it was so you pulled out your Han into the middle to shoot at Isaac's Han, and you used up your focus token, and he went on the lamb. I think that was.
Yes, that. I just want to forget that.
That was. I see you have.
Trapped me there. It was really good play from him.
Yeah.
That he saved the lamb. So I thought, okay, maybe he don't have it. So
we were chatting about it. Yeah.
So, and I was thinking that, okay, I can take, if the Rangers is coming to me, so I will take it. But if I get rid of Han, it's huge. Mm-hmm. It's huge for me. Lots of cards for making him what Han is. So
yeah,
he's one of the greatest, or the greatest figure in this meta, in my opinion. Because of the Rebels has gaining really good figures in this IACP meta, so it's good thing. Mm-hmm. It's really good thing. Rebels you can play something else than Han also with Rebels, and you probably you are winning more than half of your games. That's my opinion.
Oh, and Noah said he designed Loku. Oh, obviously, that's why it's so good.
I mean, Noah is absolutely amazing in the ICP steering committee. So, we all kind of have our different niches. Mine is definitely organizing events and the prize kits and everything like that, but I do design cards as well. But Noah, he does so much work in the steering committee, and just huge shout out to him, because the IACP steering committee would not work without all of his efforts. So kudos to him.
Yes, this IACP thing is really great, and I appreciate really much the effort what you guys put on this, the streaming and everything. And I really think that more we stream and more we get seen, more people will get involved in this game.
I still see people messaging sometimes being like, hey, I just got into this game. What should I play? And I'm like, yes, come join us. We're still here. It's great. Yeah,
exactly.
This game was really, really fun to watch. So if you go back and watch the credit, like, you hear me saying, Tuukka, I love watching you play. Like, I find your play style like really fun to watch. I mean, obviously in this case it didn't play out for you, but sometimes I have seen your big plays go really, really well. But you angered the dice gods, Tuukka. You need to figure out what you have done.
I disagree about that. I really think in this game the dices was almost equal.
Yeah, I'm just
I
teasing.
didn't have any good defense dice. We both got good rolls. We didn't have any low rolls.
Yeah.
No low rolls. We have decent dice, both of us. I max rolled one out and everything, so that was really nice for me. And the dice was that was like a equal, totally equal. No advantage on each other, so it was really good. So it was skill.
Yeah,
Pure,
it was a great game to watch.
so because of I had many blanks and, and no good defense, but it was same for Isaac. Nothing special.
Yeah. I mean, I would say the dice favored me a little bit, but also, whether I win or lose by dice, I never really like to blame wins on dice because that's something I realized early in my Imperial Assault journey that once I stopped saying, well, I would have won if I hadn't rolled so poorly. Well, no, instead of focusing on your dice, why don't you take a look at, okay, well, how could I position so that if the dice betray me, how do I get a lot of value? And once I started doing that, it changed the entire game for me. And Tuukka, I think that a big part as well is the fact that you weren't running Vader. I mean, every time you're running Vader, you're an amazing Imperial Assault player and you can play a bunch of lists great, but Vader is your forte just like Han Rangers is my forte. And playing against you is always a struggle, but when you play Vader, that's when I really, really feel on the back foot.
Yeah, with all this talk about Vader, I was really disappointed not to see a bunch of Vaders.
A bunch of Vaders.
No, at least 3.
So while I have you guys on, what do you guys think of this mission? The Crickness.
Horrible.
It's faulty. It's faulty because of the thing that Vader can choke a Krykna. What the heck? Can choke a Krykna. Sabine can send a bomb to Krykna. No damage. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
But Vader can choke, or Palpatine can force lightning.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's that? That's
although actually, I think Palpatine can force lightning, because Palpatine's lightning is choose a figure. It's not a hostile figure. So any effects which affects figures does affect the Krykna, but if it only affects hostile figures, it doesn't.
Because that's why he can use it on his own stuff, right? Like you can have Palpatine hit your own guys.
Correct.
For whatever reason, if you might want to do such a thing.
You probably don't want to force lightning your own guys.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I mean, with the 1 damage splash, I could see a reason for it. If Vader's standing next to someone with 1 health left and you just have to kill him, or say 2 health left, Palpatine tempt for 1, and then lightning Vader to do the 1 damage splash.
Oh my goodness.
I can see reasons. I can see reasons for it, and officers are 3 health, so you could electrocute an officer to trigger the Royal Guard Champion's Executor. There are some fun stuff you can do.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like it's possible. Yeah, but that feels pretty bad on this mission to not be able to use a lot of your abilities.
8 health, 2 defense is a little too much.
That is my thing as well, because Vader could attack this thing and whiff. I mean, Vader, I would say the most powerful attacker, out buffs or anything in the game, just raw. Him being able to attack a Krykna, and if he succeeds, you're spending 13 points for a round to gain 2 points, or you whiff, and you're spending 13 points to get no points. I'm against changing the rules on a mission like this, just pure baseline, because I don't like the idea of it. However, if we were to change it, then things which target hostile figures should target the Krykna as well, so it should be considered a hostile figure, basically.
Noah says Sabine can grenade the Krykna.
Yeah, exactly, because the grenade affects other figures. Or other affects figures, because otherwise, if it only affects hostile figures, that would just make it even more broken. Because
I think what's funny is if you locked 1 Krykna in a room with 3 regular stormtroopers, I think they might all die before they can kill it.
Yeah, exactly.
So sad.
Which is so dumb. And the thing is that this mission, yeah, and this mission again.
Like the Krigna with the 3 stormtroopers, they're gonna die.
yeah, exactly. Because this list does, because this list does really reward a. It rewards you for running the big guys. You know, it rewards queen spam and stuff like that. Whereas, you know, if you're running a trooper swarm, what on earth are you going to do on this mission?
The thing though that is in IACP, it doesn't make me as annoyed when you get a mission that's slightly like not amazing for a particular type of list, because we know that they're going to be rotated, you know, like because of the way
Exactly.
that ICP is being run now, which is really nice, you know, okay, it's going to be rotated out, it's fine, and it's just one
Yeah.
mission out of, you know, the
Oh, no, Noah says, never mind, we were right. They can only be damaged by attack.
What?
Yep. Sad. Just so
I mean,
sad.
they're just really strong.
They are. They're really strong.
But so I'm not really. I'm not really sure why, Noah, because it says Kryknas are neutral figures, which means that any effects which target figures will affect them as well. Surely, because it says a figure can attack a Krykna, but that doesn't mean they can't do other abilities. It says Kryknas are neutral figures, which means that
Yes,
unless there's a rule I'm not aware of, which says that
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I
you
mean,
can't
you can,
attack
because
people, you
Sabine
can't attack.
targets spaces rather than figures.
Correct, and then Sabine deals damage to each figure adjacent to that space.
Ooh,
I think
yeah.
it was something to do with that in the mission rules that are or general rules that are if it says that you need to attack.
Oh,
So
okay.
then
So Noah
and
says
then
it's in the
suffer
actual
damage.
rules about neutral
That's
figures.
why they can't suffer damage.
You know what would make this mission super fun, though? Is if you made the Krykna invulnerable and just made an extra one spawn every round in your opponent's deployment zone. So you need to get your 40 points before they kill all your figures.
Yes. And I think I like this mission. This is
okay.
a kind of tactic mission because you need to shoot Kryknas first. It's like a warm up, but still you need to position your figures really well. And I didn't place my Krykna
We saw,
at
yeah.
end of round 1 because we have the door. The door was closed then, and then Isaac just shoot and score points from the Kryknas.
Yeah.
And but yeah, the game changed a little bit after strategy shift. So
I mean, this map just makes me wonder what life would be like if you were playing a diplomatic mission Gideon with graffiti Sabine and you just sat around.
Yeah,
doing
maybe
nothing.
throw in a Jawa swarm, because then you are going to get all 6 attacks off because you can just attack Krykna.
It's because it's
What
so
are you
hard
doing?
to be the aggressor on this map.
yeah,
It is. I mean, every time I've played, the person who opens the door, most of the time, you know, it kind of depends. But most of the time,
Obviously,
the
yeah.
player who opens the door loses. I have found that if I can set up my figures, so I do prefer the red side quite a lot. Because it just gives me some really good staging area. I mean, especially with the Rangers, if they just pop up here in the top left corner, nothing can get to them without the Rangers being able to do their massive shots down them.
Yeah.
And if I can set that up properly, have a smuggler body blocking down here, 3PO, Gideon, and everything, then my other smuggler can easily run down and open the door. The smuggler can die, that's fine. I don't really care about losing smugglers as long as they do their job.
Yeah. I was talking about this earlier, that in the Krykna mission, I was thinking that you having the 2 smugglers was not as useful because they're not so useful at defeating the Krykna, and usually you use smugglers for objectives, but you use them amazingly well to block line of sight. So on this map, it's very nice to have them there to protect your better figures, and that you did really well.
Yeah, thank you. And that is, you know, I ran triple smugglers for a reason, and they are amazing at objectives, but very often they just get killed once you get them on objectives. And
Right.
I find that the tempo advantage you gain, especially against a list like Tuukka, where everything is single unit deployments, he doesn't have any groups with 2 attacks, which means that if I leave a body blocker, that means that by the time it takes him to kill it, I'll have 1 activation to respond
Yeah.
before he can attack my vital figures. So body blocking smugglers are, I would actually say, are the best body blockers in the game. They're cheap. They are not that easy to kill. With
They
a
have a
negative
possibility to dodge as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Which is
amazing
really
thing with the moving 2 after the attack is that if you really, really needed to keep body blocking, you can play Lamb. Move 2 away out of line of sight. After the attack resolves, you gain your 2 movement points from Slippery and you move back in place.
Yeah.
And I have done that sometimes.
Yeah. Especially the combo. If you have smugglers with 3PO as well, it does
Oh,
make them
God.
pretty yucky to shoot. It just it feels bad. You really just feel bad
Yeah.
shooting at smugglers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what you really need to pick this list apart is just to play Loftcats.
Yes, when I used to play with VPT with a triple officer, it's a thing. They are made to block, move Vader, and block other figures. And it's a small victory when your opponent is attacking the officer, spending like good attack to the minor figure and still reroll. And if you dodge, then you're gonna laugh inside,
Yeah, exactly.
And your opponent is gonna frustrate a lot. But they are human shields, and but there was a lot of a few good points that Isaac pointed out with smuggler tricks that they have. So they can be really shady.
It was a good game though. Well played, both of you. Isaac,
Absolutely.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, congrats.
Yes, congratulations. Really well played, and that was something.
It was definitely a really, really fun game. And I mean, same to you, Tuukka. I do think you played very, very well. It is a tough matchup for you. Snipers on this map is going to be rough for anyone. Yeah, so I've been running this Han Ranger list now in the entire Bespin Trials. Basically, it's a little bit mischievous, but the basic reason is I want to prove Jake wrong. I want to be able to win an event with Han Rangers, which I now technically have, but I'm going to try running it for the Probe Droid Cups, which will be coming up in the next month. 3 great events, which I would recommend everyone signs up to if you're looking for some more tournaments. And yeah, I'm going to run Han Rangers and some of them. And yeah, just want to get some practice in. And it still got it. It still got it.
Definitely.
Especially now that Endor's out. Endor was awful for Han Rangers.
Yeah.
But with Endor being replaced with
Loku. Loku helps a bit too.
Loku does help a lot. It does suck not having the 9 activations. That is really, really painful.
Yeah.
But the average number of activations has gone down a little bit. So, I will very rarely find myself be out-activated by a 9 activation list because there just aren't really many of them anymore. So we will just have to see what the future holds.
All right. Well, thank you everyone that is watching now or in the future. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you everyone, and take care. And
Happy New Year.
Happy New
I
Year.
hope to see you in the Vassa soon.
Yes.
Indeed. And thanks, David and Jess, for streaming the game. Really appreciate it.